What's going on, YouTube? Rdapdan here. It's Saturday and it's a really nice day here in Spokane, Washington. So I thought I still want to do a video with you guys, but I did not want to be locked up inside all day long. So here I am. Prison consulting. I was opposed of it in the beginning, and now that I'm actually doing prison consulting and I'm somewhat of a prison coach, I guess. You know, it's kind of weird, like self-proclaimed prison coach. People are hiring me, people are coming to me and asking for services. So I had to look at it objectively and realize that prison consulting and prison coaching is not necessarily a bad thing. I had a bad taste in my mouth because when I was getting ready to go to federal prison myself, I tried to hire a prison consultant, or tried to talk to a prison consultant. He didn't even want to talk to me because I didn't have a deposit to give him for a consulting fee. So I felt like, hey, this is just a scam, they're in it for the money. And looking at it now, it's like, yeah, if you're doing this full time and I'm realizing now how much time actually goes into it. You're spending hours and hours on the phone with the customer that has a million gazillion questions about where they're going. And it's all the same questions I had before. So now I'm taking it from a different approach, and I'm putting out these videos to help as many people as possible for absolutely, obviously I get nothing from the videos other than satisfaction on when you guys respond and when you guys write comments, but I do get phone calls and emails from people that need some additional help. And I have no problem with putting something out there with you guys and working it out to where it works out for everybody. You guys got character reference letters. I've actually got a lady now that I work with that spent about 25 years working for the prison system, and her job was writing letters for reentry, writing letters to judges for character reference letters for clients that basically didn't really have enough guidance. So I work with her now, and when my clients come, we do the character reference letters. We'll take the letters from you, she'll review them, make sure that it's prepared properly for what the judge needs to be seeing. So it takes all the stuff out of there that is not going to help your situation. She focuses on what's going to help your situation. And we just got a client that I'm proud to say got 13 months sentenced below what the PSR recommendation was from U.S. probation. And the judge flat out told him that it was because of the letters that he had written from his friends and family. And we took all of those letters, we reviewed everything, we recommended edits back to the client, and the client took the recommendation, and because of those recommendations, they got a great outcome. It's because they were proactive and they realized that they were taking it serious and that these things do matter. So nobody can help you more than you want to help yourself. If you think you're going to go hire a prison consultant and then just close your eyes and they're magically going to fix everything, it doesn't work that way. There's going to be work on your end. You've got to make progress. You've got to be doing the things. You've got to be doing the exercises. So what you're doing is you're retraining yourself not to focus on negativity, because you can't control negativity. You can't control what's going to happen next. You can prepare for it. You can do the best to prepare to change what the possible outcome can be, but when something bad happens, or something happens in general, it's going to happen. How you deal with it is what's important. What are you going to do next? Myself as a coach, and what the tools that I've learned in Rdap has taught me to realize that I can't control every outcome, but I can control how I think and feel. So if somebody's saying something that I don't like, I can control what I do. I can remove myself from the situation. If somebody's doing something that I think they shouldn't be doing, and they're not somebody that I believe is going to take any advice and there's no point to say anything to them, I can remove myself from that environment and not put myself in that type of company. Make up your mind that you're going to do what's best for you, and part of that is controlling what you think and do. Prison coaching is designed, at least from my point of view, is designed to build a plan for you to A, help you understand where you're going, maximize your exposure to things like re-entry, halfway house time, maximizing your halfway house time. If you think you're only gonna get 6 months, we're gonna do what we can do to get you up to a year. Doesn't mean you're gonna get the year, but we're gonna stack all the cards in your favor to get you the most halfway house time possible. So you go to prison, you qualify for Rdap, that's potentially 12 months off for Rdap, potentially 12 months off for halfway house. That's 2 years off of your prison sentence. That can make a huge difference. All of this stuff follows you when you get on probation, how you've lived your prison life, how you've lived your pre-trial life. All of the things that you chose to do at that point can determine if your probation officer decides he wants to terminate your probation early. So you get 3 years probation, you might be able to be done a year, year and a half. You get 5 years probation, you might be able to be done 2.5 years. But if you're not proactive now, But when it comes time to ask your probation officer to reduce your sentence and he says no, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to fall back, you're going to blame, the government wants to hold their hand over me, they want to arrest people, they want to throw people in jail. As true as that may be, there's plenty of people that have never seen the inside of a jail cell. There's plenty of people that do not know where the local county jail is, and that's because they're not out doing things wrong. They're thinking about the repercussions of their choices. Simple as that. But it's not that easy. You got to practice, you got to build new habits, and Rdapdan is here to work with you. I'm not going to reinvent any wheel. I'm going to tell you a bunch of shit you already know, but I'm going to reiterate the things that you're not doing in your life. And if your friends and family have questions about where you're going, and maybe your communication isn't the best with them because you're too proud, or you don't want to open up and really let them in, that's part of what we work on, is communicating with your family. How are you supposed to open up to a bunch of strangers in federal prison about your problems if you can't open up to your loved ones and your family, guys? So give me a call, 509-434-4695. Shoot me an email, rdapdan@gmail.com. Go visit me on the website, rdapdan.com. Come check me out on Facebook, Rdapdan. If there's anything you guys want to talk about or anything you specifically need to know, you can either post a comment, and if it's a pretty good question, I will gladly make a video about it, or you can just call me up and we can talk directly. So hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. If you're not outside doing something and you're sitting there right now staring at video after video, take a break, go for a walk, listen to some music, drink some coffee, get some caffeine in your blood. You're going to drink caffeine all the time in prison anyway, so get some caffeine and get outside and have some fun, guys. Rdapdan. Have a wonderful freaking weekend.